Welcome to the Brain Alpha. Let me ask you a question right off the bat. Are you just completely exhausted by the modern American rat race? Seriously, we live in this society that constantly tells us we've got to do more, be more, and acquire more. We're fed this kind of toxic pursuit of hustle culture, literally from the second we wake up and check our phones, all the way to the moment we finally pass out after a brutal 14-hour workday. We're told that if we aren't constantly grinding, we're falling behind, right? But what if this endless addition is exactly what's making us miserable? Today, we are going to explore a completely different approach to achieving success and peace of mind in this explainer. We're going to break down the concept of subtraction thinking and show you how removing things from your life might actually be the ultimate cheat code you've been looking for.
Okay, let's dive into this. We've all bought into the myth that relentless effort automatically guarantees spectacular results. But honestly, is working harder actually holding you back? It's a question we rarely ever pause to ask ourselves. You put in the extra hours, you sacrifice your weekends, you burn the candle at both ends, but does that actually lead to the success you were promised? Well, for so many people out there, the answer is a resounding no way. Instead of arriving at some glorious finish line, they just end up completely burned out, super anxious, and deeply unfulfilled. It turns out that putting in endless effort and constantly forcing outcomes is not the only path to success. Actually, scratch that. It might be the very thing keeping you stuck in the mud.
To really understand why, we need to look at this core contrast: addition thinking versus subtraction thinking. So addition thinking is the bedrock of the traditional American dream grind. It's hustle culture. It's the deeply ingrained belief that more is always better. More money, more status, more tasks on your to-do list. The problem is, addition thinking traps us in an endless, exhausting loop of wanting more. Think about it. As soon as you get the promotion, boom, you want the next one. As soon as you buy the house, you want a bigger one. It's an unwinnable race. On the flip side, we have subtraction thinking. Rooted in minimalist philosophy, this is the radical idea of finding success by letting go. It's not about adding to your plate, it's about clearing it. It's entirely present-focused, rooted in contentment, and it requires you to just stop equating your worth with how much you can accumulate or produce. There is a classic philosophical parable that beautifully illustrates this whole concept. Picture this. A highly educated, very stressed-out executive goes seeking wisdom from an older, peaceful mentor. As they sit down, the executive just keeps talking, listing all their achievements, their anxieties, their grand master plans. The mentor simply smiles and begins to pour coffee into the visitor's mug. He pours until the mug is full, but then he just keeps pouring. The hot coffee spills all over the desk and onto the floor. The executive jumps up and shouts, "Stop! The cup is full. No more will go in." The mentor calmly replies, "Like this cup, your mind is full of your own clutter and speculations. How can I show you a new way to live unless you first empty your cup?" The lesson here is absolutely profound. A mind completely full of stress, ambition, and clutter has literally zero room for new success or true clarity. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can actually apply this practically. Subtraction thinking is the practice of removing excess mental clutter, anxieties, and relentless future planning to create space and clarity for the present moment. Think of it like a giant closet metaphor. If your closet is crammed full of old, outdated junk that you never wear, you simply cannot add beautiful new clothes into it. You have to throw things out first. Your time and your mental energy are exactly the same way. We only have 24 hours in a day, right? If you want to introduce a new healthy habit or find time for a project you actually love, you must subtract something else. You have to take the overflowing junk out of your mental closet. Let's stretch our brains for a second with a famous philosophical thought experiment. Ready? What if the universe was created exactly 5 minutes ago? Seriously, think about it. If everything, including your memories, the history books, even the wrinkles on your face, was meticulously fabricated and popped into existence just 5 minutes ago, you would have absolutely no way to prove otherwise. This is called the 5-minute universe hypothesis. And look, we aren't bringing this up to give you an existential crisis. We bring this up to challenge your reality and prove a really critical point. Our past is fundamentally just memory, and our future is entirely just imagination. The heavy burdens you carry from yesterday and the crushing anxieties you have about tomorrow are not technically real.
Which brings us to this incredibly liberating truth. The only true reality is right now. Because the past and the future are illusions. They are literally just constructs of your mind. Sacrificing your current happiness for a future that isn't even guaranteed is a total losing game. I mean, how many times have you told yourself, "Oh, I'll be happy when I retire," or "I'll finally relax when I hit this financial milestone"? You are trading the only tangible thing you possess, this exact moment, for a hypothetical tomorrow. Subtraction thinking means letting go of those massive, stressful attachments to the future and deeply rooting yourself in the present reality. And this brilliantly illustrates the mindset shift we need, inspired by the great philosopher Alan Watts. He famously suggested that we need to stop looking at life as a journey. You know, when you go on a journey, you have a destination in mind, and the whole point is just to get there. But if life is just a journey to a destination, then the most successful person would be the one who gets to the end, death, the fastest. Obviously, that makes no sense. Instead, Watts tells us that life is a dance. When you dance, your goal isn't to end up at a specific spot on the floor. The point of dancing is simply to dance. It's to be enjoyed in the moment, step by step, beat by beat.
Let's look at another powerful analogy here. Hustle culture is like swimming upstream. You are forcing outcomes, exerting exhausting effort, and constantly fighting a brutal river current. You might make a little progress, sure, but you are going to end up completely drained, gasping for air, and eventually the current will win. Subtraction thinking, on the other hand, is floating downstream. It's surrendering to the flow, it's trusting the current to carry you. When you stop thrashing around and constantly comparing yourself to others, you can effortlessly glide forward. It's not about doing nothing. It's about aligning your efforts with your natural talents and the opportunities the universe presents to you, and just letting the water effortlessly carry you to better destinations. If you're thinking this sounds a bit too mystical, let's move to this and see how this builds in the real world. Take the incredible true story of an American named Michael Singer. He performed what he called the surrender experiment. He decided to completely stop forcing his life's direction. Step 1, he just moved to the woods in Florida to quietly meditate and enjoy the present. Step 2, because he was relaxed and doing what he loved, he started writing medical software, purely for fun and to help some people out. He didn't have some grand master plan to get rich. Step 3, by simply going with the flow, saying yes to organic opportunities and not forcing it, that little software project absolutely exploded. He organically became the CEO of a billion-dollar public company. He subtracted the hustle and achieved massive success. So, the crucial point is how you can start doing this right now. Here are 5 practical ways to practice subtraction thinking today to finally escape the rat race. Number 1, empty your mental cup. Clear out those old opinions and assumptions so new ideas can enter. Number 2, focus only on the present moment. Remember the 5-minute universe. Now is literally all you have. Number 3, stop sacrificing today for tomorrow. Please don't defer your happiness to an imaginary future. Number 4, do what you love, not just for money. Find the dance in your daily life. And number 5, surrender to the flow of life. Stop swimming upstream against the current of your own reality.
Before we go, I want to leave you with one vital, game-changing question to think about. What will you let go of today? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and help us build the hype. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.